Good afternoon, everyone. It's midday and we're in Durham, and it's time for another episode of Tea with Richard. Hello, everyone. And as you probably can guess from the background lighting and from the fact this is being shown as a YouTube premiere, this isn't actually being recorded live. As some of you might know, I also have a full-time job, and I'll actually be in a meeting at midday tomorrow. So you're actually coming from me slightly not live. It's actually just gone 9 o'clock on Thursday. So this is being recorded live though. So I'm not doing any edits, so it'll be complete with any blunders and things that happen. I do have a cup of tea, so it's our normal Friday studio show. My name, as I've said, is Richard Hornby, and as always for the studio shows, we do have the updates showing along the bottom of the screen of the coronavirus support lines should you need any help. These, of course, are the support lines for County Durham. So if you're elsewhere, please do contact your local council and they'll point you in the right direction of the support that's most appropriate for you. So following our walk down to the riverbank on Wednesday, which I hope you all enjoyed, and if not, you can go to mallard-days.com/tea and watch it again, I had a question about a sculpture down by the side of the river. And it was just in the back of my shot when I was doing the closing, and it was this sculpture here. And I was asked, what was it? And the answer is, it's a sculpture by Andrew Burton symbolising the Durham ox, which is part of the folklore in this area. And there are various tales about how the ox led the monks who were carrying St Cuthbert's coffin to Durham. One such one is that following a holy vision, the monks were instructed to take the coffin to Dunholm, which means Hill Island. When searching for this place, the cart carrying the coffin suddenly refused to move. Pondering their options, the monks overheard two milkmaids talking, one of which was looking for a dun cow, dun as in the colour. And obviously this is a representation of that dun cow, which was seen heading towards what is now the city of Durham. The dun cow obviously is quite a significant animal in local County Durham history, and hence this sculpture representing the dun cow or the Durham ox has been put at the side of the river in Durham. So that was just a quick question that one of my viewers had. And now, as always on Fridays, we're going to have a little bit of things to see over the weekend. Now, please be aware that I'm controlling this manually. And the first thing that I'm going to point out to show you is slightly different. And that's that the RSPB have set up some webcams on Coquette Island in Northumberland. And this means that you can see some of the nesting birds, including, and if this works, you'll see a shot from earlier today, the puffin colony on Coquette Island. So this was earlier today, in actual fact, about just after lunch, about 2 o'clock. And you can see quite a few of the Coquette Island puffins and also hear them chittering in the background. And this isn't the only webcam that the RSPB have set up on the island. They also have, I'm just changing cameras here, they also have set up a camera looking at the nesting terrace, showing some of the rare terns that nest on the island. It looks like right now they have all flown away, but this is now actually live from Coquette Island, and you can see some of the nesting terns and possibly hear them as well. They also have cameras in a couple of the nest boxes, and you can find these by looking on the RSPB's website for the Coquette Island webcams. And they are lovely to watch, and you can hear, I hope you can hear on the video as well, the seabirds in the background. So that's quite an enjoyable thing to be looking at this weekend. And I will just mute those. There we go. I've also been given a note from a viewer who says that people might find watching The Joy of Painting by Bob Ross, which is being shown at 7 p.m. on BBC4. He's a landscape artist and he spends half an hour painting different landscapes in each episode. It's at 7 p.m. on BBC4, and of course, as it's a BBC programme, all the past versions of this are viewable on the BBC iPlayer. So if you're interested in seeing landscapes and painting, and judging by the number of people who are watching my Wednesday walks, I think landscapes and being out in the outdoors are quite popular. You might want to go and investigate Bob Ross on BBC4. Also this weekend, we do have the normal array. I say normal, well, it's not normal, but the array of theatre productions that we've been seeing over the past weeks. I believe the National Theatre's production this week, which is actually on tonight and for the next 3 nights, is A Streetcar Named Desire. So if you're interested in that, then that's on the National Theatre website. And of course, there are many more things that you can get involved with and watch over the weekend. And I'm sure that some people who will be in the comments on this channel, unfortunately, as I say, I won't be because I will be sitting in a meeting at that point, will be putting things in there for you to watch. Now, on a Friday, I always like to include some bits of what our viewers have been up to, and this week is no exception. So it's time for Your Corner. And in Your Corner this week, we have contributions from 2 of our more regular contributors. And that is, of course, Nikki, who you've seen in previous episodes and who did the crocheting with me, who has done some cross-stitched bookmarks themed around computer games, a crocheted letter, and also a baby hat and a sock. So they're from Nikki, and we also have another photo from John's garden of some lovely flowers. So these are this week's Your Corner submissions. I hope you enjoyed those, and remember, of course, that if you want to put something in to Your Corner yourself, please do get in touch with us. The email address tea@mallard-days.com and the website mallard-days.com/tea are on the bottom of the screen now, and they will be shown again at the end of the episode. But now it's time for another of our regular features, which is reflection time, where we focus on things to do to look after ourselves and each other as we face this global crisis together. And today's reflection time has actually been something that has been trending around social media for a while, which is to share photos of things that you find meaningful or memorable. I was invited a few days ago to share, I think it was 10 photos with no reasons, just to make happy pictures from either before or during lockdown. And it made me start to think about times that have gone and reflect on the more positive things that I've been up to in the past few years and the more positive things I've been up to during lockdown. Now, I'm sure that every viewer here has photos in their albums or their digital albums that they've completely forgotten about. So this weekend might be a time to have a look through those albums and reminisce slightly on lost friends or things you've forgotten entirely about doing, and perhaps even sharing some of those photos. I'm not going to ask people to submit them because quite often these are personal memories, but just think about things, sharing photos of 3 things. Try and find 3 that are meaningful or memorable to you. And on the topic of sharing, I'm going to give you another one this weekend. And these are all, as I've said before, themed around Action for Happiness is Meaningful May. And this is Mental Health Week. So why not think about other people and perhaps share an inspiring quotation from somebody around the world, maybe famous or not so famous, to give somebody a boost. So there's your 2 things. Have a look at your own photographs and have a little reflect and reminisce about, where you were when you took them, perhaps even discover things you'd forgotten about, and also share an inspiring quote with other people to give them a little bit of a boost. So can I just finish off by thanking you all for watching me, as always. Now, as you know, we'll be back next week with another episode of Tea with Richard. We have a Monday show, which will be in person, live in the studio. I'll have the live chat on so we can have contributions from our viewers. We'll have on Wednesday a pre-recorded walk. I'm going to head down into Keepier Woods this week, down by the river. We'll see what we can see there. I don't know how far we'll get because Keepier Woods walk is quite long. We might get as far as seeing another bit of old railway infrastructure, the viaduct in the woodland. And on Friday again, we'll have another live show in the studio. So that's what's coming up. If you want to get in touch and contribute and perhaps even, come on a live show and have a chat with me about something, you're more than welcome to. Get in touch by emailing me, t@mallard-days.com. Our website, as always, is mallard-days.com/tea. And if you haven't already done so, please do click the subscribe button. I know for a fact that there are more people who watch these videos than subscribers to my channel. And it really does help with in terms of the YouTube algorithm. If you can, please do subscribe. So click the red button, and if you see the bell next to it and give it some ears, that'll mean you'll get email alerts for any time that we go live. So that's the updates, and I thought I'd finish by popping back over to Coquette Island, once again live, and seeing the roseate turns. So a couple of minutes of roseate turns before we finish. So that's it from me for another episode of Tea with Richard. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, folks, as always, that when you finish your tea, what you need to do is you need to go and wash your hands, because washing your hands is fantastic to kill the virus, and so we can get back to more normality as soon as possible. So thank you very much again for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Goodbye.